we finally have our PlayStation 5. This went out to some of the US media and influencers a couple of days ago. The embargo for unboxing the physical stuff only. We can't turn the console on or anything. I can only look at it powered off publicly. Lifted yesterday or this morning, so we got it a couple hours after the embargo. Unfortunately, that was just due to shipping issues between the U.S. and Canada side. But I had my meeting and call with the Sony reps, Canada and U.S. yesterday, to talk about embargoes and plans, what we're trying to do in covering this. Hey, GeekSpeed, welcome. So far, I only have two of the components. I have the PlayStation 5 main disc variant. You can get the digital version as well, which is $100 US cheaper. It just doesn't have the disc drive. Everything else is the same. Unlike on the Xbox side, I also last week received my Xbox Series X. We do not have a Series S to compare it against. The Series X is the most powerful console on the market, most powerful Xbox, and the Series S is the smallest Xbox, but it only does 1440p. It doesn't do full 4K. It has to upscale. It's more comparable to the Xbox One S. But we can't look at that until tomorrow. I did get the Pulse 3D PS5 headset. This thing, of course, comes with the DualSense controller. That's the PS5 version of the DualShock 4 or 5, I guess. I will get the media remote on launch day. A lot of the features that you can use the media remote for and the apps are not going to be available to launch day anyway, so I'll get that later. We'll also, on ScreenRant.com, we will try to review and look at the DualSense charging station, which can control two of the wireless controllers at once, and of course the new PlayStation 5 camera. I think they call it the Eye or something, I forget. So I think that's about it for the accessories at launch, unless I'm missing anything. Hey, Jermaine, welcome. Lord Darkhelmet's here in chat too. Everybody's here. Awesome, just in time. Okay, so this came in the mail only a couple hours ago. The handle was, well, it's working now. The handle was ripped out and there's a big bend in the back. So someone was a little rough in the packaging. But I figure, since you guys are all here, we will unbox this thing live so you can see. Well, it's a webcam because, like the PS4 and Xbox One and the Xbox Series X and the PS5 lets you stream. With the touch of a button, you can stream to Twitch using the Eye. But also, the PS5 will support your PlayStation VR system from PS4, and I'm sure whatever future VR endeavors Sony explores that are exclusive to this platform. So you need the PlayStation Eye to track it. You will see when I get to it, the DualSense controller, just like the PS4 DualShock 4 controller, has the light bars built in. The patterning and placement is different, but it's to track your movement. There are games that use that. I think the Astrobot game uses that now, and that will be a feature for VR as well. It's required. That's why there's an Eye, Lord. It's not all about spying on people. I got nothing to hide. I'm streaming to you right now. What's that, Geeks, Pete? Of course, this thing is tricky because the handle is ripped. Okay, we'll get this box out of this box and then we'll go full camera in a sec. I wish I could do a comparison right now so you can see the Xbox Series X side by side with the PS5. I've not actually held either, just the boxes they're in. Alright, inside you got the nicer inner box with the PS logo. We'll take this to the side. Oh, I want to see the back here. Surprisingly, there's not actually that many images online of what the box looks like. Let's turn this up a little bit. There you go. This is the French. You see the French as well, because in Canada it has to have English and French. And there's the front. Not much to it. All right. Oh, there's a trick to this. Can you see that? Will says, should you buy a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series XS? This generation, more than any other, you don't have to be in a rush. Despite the demand And the fact that, according to PlayStation boss Jim Ryan, the PlayStation 5 has outsold PS4 in its first 12 hours versus the first 12 weeks of the PS4. You don't actually need it, because what's the big exclusive you're looking to play? Spider-Man Miles Morales? We're playing that right now on PS4. It's on PS4 as well. You know what I mean? So it's not a rush. It's not a rush. Most of the games you'll be playing are also available on the opposite platform and on the previous gen platform. And like Will says, and a lot of these games too, even the Sony exclusives, are coming to PC, right? All of Quantic Dream's games came to PC, including Detroit Become Human, the latest one. And Horizon Zero Dawn, Kojima's latest, Death Stranding, also on PC. So it's not, it's not a must like it used to be. Okay. Let's get this out of here with a little knob. Alright, you know what? I'll bring this back up so you can see it. Now we get the top off. Okay. Maybe I can turn this up a little bit more. Alright. So, once you pull this out with the handle, you see the top here. We have a manual, quick start guide, a safety guide. You guys got to be safe out there. Jermaine says Demon Souls. Yes, that is the one big exclusive. The other one, Destruction All-Stars, which was supposed to be exclusive, got delayed to next year. Here's our first component. You ready for this? Ooh. This controller looks like it's straight out of a Mass Effect game. It's actually very sleek. It's very textured. The bottom part, even more so than the DualShock. Again, this is called the DualSense. I wish I could turn it on to show you, but Laura, you're asking about the camera, right? See the transparent element there? That is the light bar. It's more built in. So it's not the whole back like the old one used to be. Touchpad is still here. It's got a little more heft to it. But the light bar now is built in just around the edging. So it's not like the whole back. And you can see, get a closer look there. You'll see these two buttons. You got the menu, and that's kind of the share button there, your broadcast button. And the circle is gone. It's actually a PlayStation logo right there. Lighting's kind of tough to see, I know. But that's a button, the PlayStation logo. And so is the mic button. This little light down here, you push that to mute the mic on and off. Instead of the colored buttons, they went full transparent with gray. No texture in the buttons. Huh. It feels nice. It's still, for me, as a long-time Xbox 360 gamer, before I had every console, but I used Xbox 360 more than PS3. And then I made the switch back. I used PS4 more than Xbox One, like everyone else did. But it's still weird for me to get the sticks side by side. I still kind of prefer the sticks that are off-centered, more asymmetric. But it feels perfect. It also feels bigger. Definitely a little more, but then smoothed it out here a little more than the Xbox One controller is. But this definitely takes the body of the Xbox One controller. It takes the button layout of the PlayStation controllers. But yeah, there it is. Cool, huh? No built-in paddles. You think maybe that will be the one next-gen feature. What's strange is the button layout and offerings are the exact same you got in the last two generations of consoles, but you cannot use PS4 DualShock controllers on the PS5. Bold move, Sony, because on the Xbox side, all your controllers, including other accessories and remotes, you can. It's forward compatible. They went the anti-consumer route with this one, because there's no reason your DualShock 4 cannot work. Same, got a light bar feature, all the same buttons, but, there's a 3.5mm jack for the headset, by the way, last thing. And maybe for attachments you can plug in there. Alright, let's keep going. We have what appears to be, I'm guessing, a charging cable for the remote. Oh, nope, it's the full-on power. Your standard power supply wire. Same shit you get on a PC, just smaller. Well, not a PC. Same thing you got in the previous PlayStations, I should say. And here's the wire you get. Oh yeah, that's a change as well. The charging cable for the DualSense is a USB-C, not your old micro USB. So that's an upgrade. And this thing Also comes built in with HDMI. There's no logos at all. Just this high-speed HDMI cable. No Sony branding at all. So they third-partied that. And this thing is the stand. This is the stand. So you can place your PS5 on its side. It's very weird looking. It's very light and flimsy. This is not a high quality piece, but it's also very basic. So very strange that this is needed. Next gen console, right? This is guaranteed when the next iteration of the PlayStation 5. Also no branding on this. It just says made in China. Oh boy. Okay, so when the next PS5 comes out, whatever they call it, the S, the Slim, whatever, the PS5 Pro, it's not going to have any of this crap. I think they're going to make it look like a normal console. And by normal, I mean not something that looks like this. You'll see. All right, next step is the console itself. Got the egg carton packaging. This is heavy. Hang on a sec. I imagine the next iteration of the PS5 will be like a more rectangular console. You can just lay it down or stand it up without having to use a stand. Come on now. Both manufacturers went with rather strange looking console designs, right? The Xbox has this monolithic... Oh my god, it's heavy. There goes my light. This is heavy. Oh my god. It's very tall. Can you see this? Very shiny though. That part's cool. Again, like what is this? What is that? These airfoils? Like this, again, what is this thing? It's like gonna take off. Like a rocket ship. Here we go. USB-C port, right? And then a regular USB. Oh, what the hell? Disk drive. Again, the other variant is the same thing. A little thinner here because it doesn't have the disk drive. So the two PS5 models are virtually the same in terms of specs. Only difference is a disk drive. Here's the back. It's extremely well ventilated. I don't know if you can see all the lines there. You get two more high-speed USBs. Your Ethernet, HDMI, and your power cord. Very simple. Some more ventilation on the bottom. This is engraved in the plastic, and it cuts right through to the black is actually the plastic underneath here. So yeah, if you look at what should be the bottom, which is right here, it's not flat. Maybe I honestly don't know how I'm supposed to use this. But do you see how this is a very large console? You want to see the X here? Let's do a comparison live. Ready? This is a PS4 Pro covered in dust. Spider-Man edition, right? Oh my god, it's so dusty. You ready? PS5, PS4, PS5, PS4. Can you see the width? PS4 Pro, PS5. This is heavy, it's very compact. This is heavier. You guys are asking about the weight. How do I feel about the weight, asks Geek Squad. Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy. So why couldn't they just iterate on this? You know? Maverick's making fun of me for not cleaning my office. I did clean my office. I just didn't clean the top of the PS4, I guess. Because he was underneath the monitor stand. Yeah, I mean, look. Banana for scale. That's a big console. Manish, how's it going, friend? There you go. That is your PS5, banana, DualSense controller, a base stand, and 1, 2, 3 sets of wires, right? Power cord, charging cable, HDMI. Put it on its side. You want to see it on its side? Oh my god, it's so big. Like, it's big. There you go. The next generation of PlayStation gaming. Again, tomorrow morning I will be able to show you the Xbox Series X. I will take photos. I already shared some photos of the box, the outer box, and stuff on Instagram and Twitter. I'll get some more photos and comparison photos so we can actually look at it properly with the OG PS4, PS4 Pro, and this. We'll put them in an article on Screen Rant. I will do some fun little videos and social media stuff for the Xbox Series X. And then we'll do some comparison pieces so you can see what you actually get in the box for both. Size and weight comparisons of each of the old Xboxes. I can compare the Xbox Series X with the Xbox One X and One S. So you can see, again, all three versions of that. All three versions of this. I don't have my launch Xbox One anymore. It died, and I gave it to my brother years ago. But that was also a beast as well. But this thing, even bigger than the original Xbox One, believe it or not. That's that. We can't turn it on and show you the interface and the gameplay yet. That will come with the second embargo later on. But when we do that, we'll show you some of the cool features, like the Xbox Series S or Series X, for example, has like auto HDR feature, and it has like a faster downloading mechanism somehow through improved networking. So I want to compare a download of Xbox One X versus Xbox Series X. I keep getting the names confused. As you can see how fast it downloads. Also, I'll do the same thing here. I want to see how fast this thing downloads versus the PS4 Pro. PS4, the whole ecosystem to me has always had slow downloads versus like your PC platforms versus Epic or Steam. So I'm very curious if they make any improvements here. Xbox claims they have on that. We'll test it. We'll test it here as well. So cool little benchmarking things and little things, because those are the little things that matter. If I have to download Call of Duty Modern Warfare at 256 gigs, it makes them, if this is 30% faster downloading, that's like an hour, right? So there you go. So that's it. That's your live unboxing exclusive to twitch.tv/realkeep and screamrant.com. I'll cut this video out and put it in one of our articles as well. Lots more is coming. We just can't talk about it yet. Although we do have someone playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, all right, starting today. We have a couple people playing it, actually. We're going to have some cool guides and features and a review up on November 6th, which is when I can show you... I think that's when I can show you software or review the console. I think November 6th is when I can give you a console review. And I think November 11th is launch date or something. We'll get to it. Don't worry. We'll have the dates on screenrant.com. So be sure to bookmark that. We have tons, and I mean tons, of coverage planned. And lots of good informative stuff, too. Not just the game stuff. All right. So that is that. This is a good place to bookmark. Screenrant.com/tag/PlayStation. You see all of our PlayStation stuff. Same thing, /Xbox if you want to see that. Thank you, PlayStation Canada, for getting this done. Even though it was last minute, we ended up getting one, which was... It's always stressful when there's a major new hardware launch. You know, you waited 7 years for the next console generation, and you're struggling to get answers or get stuff done. We managed to get it done. Thank you. Our plan is to have individual hardware reviews of all the accessories. So we'll do a review of that. That's a Pulse 3D headset. We'll do a review of the charging stand. On the Xbox front, like, we want to get the expansion drive, you know, the extra hard drive space from Seagate. They don't have that available, as you can imagine. It's a hot ticket item, given the hard drive space limitations on these new next-gen consoles. We also want to do... Xbox isn't having an official headset so much as they have third-party headsets. So, like, you know, Turtle Beach will have their Xbox Series X ready to go headset. So we'll try to review that kind of stuff too. Especially everyone wants to know in time for the holiday season, right? So I'm glad that you're coming out, you know, the first half of November.